Hey everyone, it's Jackie from Watercolor Gypsy Art and Wellness. So getting this set up was a little bit of a struggle today. So right before UPS came, I had my French easel set up on my table, like ready to paint, pastels out, ready to go. And then I got this box, and I've been talking about doing the informational intensive pastel workshop for, I don't know, a few weeks now. So this was the package we were waiting on. And while I had to take my French easel off of the table, I had to move my tripod, and when I put my camera on my tripod fell forward and hit me right in the middle of my face. So this was quite a little adventure getting this done. So I'm just going to use my X-Acto knife and open this box for you. This is the final package before we get into the actual review. Now, if you remember, I had ordered the pastel sampler. Don't ever cut towards you. Don't do what I'm doing. I got the sampler set of darks of the soft pastels, and I found that the darks that I could not get an accurate description of the pastel brands without comparing it to a light, because in some brands the lights are super creamy and smooth, like almost oily, and the darks are a little bit more firm and crumbly. So I personally use a lot of turquoise in my, this is the huge box of goodies we're gonna unbox. And they also sent me some blank color charts because I have quite a number of different sets and brands that I need to keep track of. So here's my color charts, but not important. And the little squigglies. You can actually use these to blend out your pastels on your sanded paper if you don't have pipe foam insulation. So I use a lot of turquoise. So I asked them to curate me 2 sets. One for this review, and ooh, I gotta be careful, these aren't in the box. And one for myself. The next package that's coming has nothing to do with the review, even though I will share it with you. So I got a bunch of turquoises. So let's see, these are Mount Vision. I think this is a Blocks. Yeah, this is a Blocks, a Unison, a Schmink. This might not be Schminka. We have 2 Jack Richardson's, a Sennelier, a Schminka, which is a really beautiful sky blue that I'm probably going to use all the time. We have some Diane Townsend's. I think we have a Tirage in here. We have 2 in here. We have a darker turquoise. I don't know if you can see that. You know, let me move my light, because I feel like my light is not where it is not like really getting where I want it to go. Tirages. I debated on installing a light right above me. I have these fluorescent lights throughout the ceiling of my studio, and we didn't put one right above me because we thought it would be too bright, but I think we need to go back and install that. And the lighter one is $145, and I will use these for skies. I actually have a painting that I have been planning on painting for the past maybe few days, and these would go perfect. So we're going to go through all of those turquoises. Along with the turquoise pastels, we got pencils. So the final part of the review, well, the final part of the review is going to be paper, but the final part of the materials review is going to be pastels. Now here we have a Caran d'Ache, we have a Curated color, we have a name I cannot pronounce for the life of me. I'm just going to show it to you. Bruinzeel Designs. We have a Conte pencil. We have Gioconda. which I think was my first pastel pencil set ever, and I might have it somewhere, and a Derwent. Now I asked her to leave out Carb Othello's and her, when I say her I mean April, the wonderful woman that helped me with all of this. So April, if you're watching this, you're an angel, and thank you so much for helping me do this. Dakota Pastels really helped me, April in particular, make this workshop possible by providing me with all the things I needed. Now, before we go through the unboxings of the stuff we're going to cover in the workshop, I just want to show you two things I bought. Now, I am a huge Terry Ludwig fan. Huge. So big that I contacted the company, and I'm actually getting 2 more 60 sets for myself. Now, these are the Maggie Price sets. And before, like I said, before we get into the turquoises, I just want to show these to you. And there's a reason why these are really important. So remember the Unison review and how we talked about having good hues and a range of hues, a range of values, and a range of intensities and saturations? Well, this is called the Basic Values Maggie Price 60 Soft Pastel set, and then this is an additional set that can go with it. It's optional. This is a set of 30. So altogether, this is a set of 90 pastels. The Unison is a set of 120. So we're going to see how they compare. This is the essential grays, which would be like the neutrals. And they give you this beautiful little color chart. Now, I had bought a color chart because I planned on purchasing multiple sets from Terry Ludwig. I had bought a homemade color chart from Terry Ludwig where I got all the brochures and I printed out all of the color charts. And sorry guys, I got hit in the head really hard, so excuse me if I'm a little out of it. So I have all 750 colors swatched out and ready to go for me, and the reason why I did that was because I didn't want a lot of duplicates. Now I am going to get some duplicates in the sets that I particularly want, but it's not enough, or it's not colors that I wouldn't use. Ooh, we gotta brush this off a little bit. Let me get my pastel brush. Ooh, that's dusty. Don't do this, I'm not wearing a mask. Just holding my breath. Okay, so like in the Unison, let's zoom in here for just 1 second. Look how light. Let me move this. Raise that out of the way. Can you see that full set? We have cools, cool blues. We have warm blues here, cool blues. We have earth. Oh, okay, sorry guys. I wanted to zoom you in here after I dusted all that off. I needed a minute to regather myself and kind of figure out how this is organized. Okay, so I'm seeing, I think these are cool greens, cool blues. These are definitely cool reds, going all the way up to this delicious, I want to say that this is an eggplant, but I may be mistaken. Let's check. Eggplant is a famous color. So this is the darkest green. I have to compare this with my color chart that I just showed you to know what colors are what, but look at how they're laid out. Very similar to the Unisons. So this set of 30, we have like our ultramarine blues, our warmer blues, our violets, blue violets, our warmer, you know, reds, going from like a light pink, like a peachy tone, to light orange, to what I would call a mid-saturated orange, you know, all the way to vermilion. Look at that. I just touched that. And then to this beautiful burgundy color that I'm going to use for underpaintings in every painting. So anyway, back to my point. You have a wonderful range of values. We can swatch them out, but that's going to take a little bit too much time, and I'd rather dedicate an entire video to this. Now, this is the set of 60. Perfect for a beginner. Great for somebody who wants to start immediately with a fantastic pastel. Now, if you're going to start with these pastels, you cannot use cheap paper. You need to invest in paper because they are not like crumbly soft, but they are soft pastels. So if you start with a, like, let's say Canson Mi-Tints paper, you are going to have a problem layering with these pastels, or you will need an underlayer, either a wash in watercolor, which Canson Mi-Tints doesn't take well, or a wash in oil. Like, you need a system for this. So these need a nice pastel support in order for them to be their absolute best, and they are one of the best pastels on the market. So that's the set of 60. Now I'm going to put that to the side. I'm going to leave it open, and I'm going to open the Essential Gray set, which again comes with a beautiful little color chart that you can keep in here. This foam is very sturdy. It's very thick. Whew. Again, we got some dust. So I'm seeing... This is our tans, so this is our muted yellows. These are our grays and blacks. These are our reds. What is this? Oh, it's right here. Duh. These are our greens, our muted greens. These are our muted violets, and these are our muted blues. Now, why, Jackie, you just bought a set of 60 that had 2 neutral rows in it. Why would you need this? Because in order for my vibrants to look vibrant, I need neutrals. You need a nice mix of both. So together, the set of 60 all together is just phenomenal. And I love, again, look at how they're arranged. Value, lightest to darkest. And that's how we work in the painting. We work from darkest to lightest. Well, most of us do. Some people don't. You know, I like to do it the Karen Margulis way, where I get my big shapes in and I get my darks in, and then I let me zoom out for a second. I want to show you actually both of these next to each other. Just to show, and this is by Maggie Price. Maggie Price has been painting in pastels for God knows how many years. Okay, sorry, I wanted to go get the book. This is one of her books. It's called Painting with Pastels. Now, we're going to do a book recommendation and review of pastel books as part of our intensive workshop. The intensive workshop, guys, is going to start with a 15 to 20 minute like history lecture on pastels, starting from like the Leonardo da Vinci era. And when I say like 15-20 minutes, I mean we're going to go through the centuries like that, getting to what they are now. So just so you know what pastels are, where they came from, why they are the medium they are. I think it's important to know that when you get into a medium. At least for me as an artist, I want to know, where did these come from? Why did somebody decide to make dry sticks of pigment, like instead of putting it in a binder like oil, gum arabic, or acrylic polymer? I don't know. I just like to know those things. So, Painting with Pastels, Maggie Price. This isn't the only book that she wrote. There is another one I think I have coming in the mail. But this is a fantastic book, and we are going to go over this. But this is, if you look her up, Maggie Price. She also is the founding editor of the Pastel Journal, which I just signed up for. I'm becoming a pastel freak, if you can't tell. It's a magazine you get every month. So together, these make a beautiful starter set for anybody who's starting in pastels. Now, Jackie, why did you buy this for yourself when you already have an entire set of Blue Earth pastels, which is perfect for a beginner as well because it's organized by value, hue, and color intensity. You have the Unison set of 120. You have the Maggie Price set now. Why do you keep buying these different pastel sticks? Because I want to show you the difference of all of these pastels. I want to share this with you, and also, not gonna lie, I wanted Terry Ludwig's. Like, I love Unison, I love my Blue Earths, I think they're fabulous, but I also wanted to start my collection of Terry Ludwig's, and what a better way to start than with a starter set. Also, even though I have been an artist for 8, 9 years, however long it's been, using pastels, not over acrylics or over oil or over a drawing or over, like, you know, mixed media projects, this is new to me. So I kind of need to step back and I need to go back to the basics and remember the basic rules like composition and value and hue and saturation and how that affects the depth or lack of depth in a painting. So now that you've heard me ramble, this is the Maggie Price full set of 90. It doesn't come as a full set of 90. It comes, let me put this on right. It's this way. And we will swatch these out in another video. I just don't want to be here all day with this. Today's my day off of doing pet portraits and I want to paint. I want to paint in pastels. So that's the Maggie Price Essential Grays 30 and Basic Values set of 60. Now let's look at these turquoises that April picked out for me. And guys, if there's a problem, I'm going to update my camera soon because I want to show you like my palette while I'm working, and I want to do live streams, and I can't do live streams on this camera. I didn't think I was going to be doing, ooh, there's a Terry Ludwig in here. I didn't think I was going to be doing YouTube as much as I'm doing YouTube, but you know, I love it. I love making free videos for everybody. So I have a plan of painting sunny days and seascapes. Also, moonscapes. What's in moonscapes? There's a lot of turquoise. Oh my god, I just opened this box and my heart skipped a beat. I might have to zoom out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to zoom out. Oh, sorry about my wobbly camera. Like, when it dropped on me, my little attachment that attaches it to the tripod totally snapped off, and I needed to use command strips to get it to work. Alright, let's take this. We're just going to take a piece of paper. And I'm going to see if I can fit all of this. This is a Unison color. I've never had a single box of Unison, but look at how Unison packages their single pastels. That's amazing. OB1. There's a blocks here. There is an Artist Spectrum Extra Soft Turquoise A. There's an Artist Spectrum Extra Soft Turquoise B, which I think are going to go together amazing. There is an unknown Terry Ludwig color. There's a Diane Soft Form 100 in a beautiful greenish gray. There is a Great American. See, like the Great American, they're soft pastels. I also have another package coming this way. And what I asked her for was for Burnt Umber Violets. So we have Skyrock Blue 5, Skyrock Blue 4, Skyrock Blue 2, Skyrock Blue 1, and Mount Vision 771. I don't know the color, but it is a beautiful stick of turquoise pastel. So I'm going to try to lay these out on this piece of paper so you guys can see them all, so you know what's coming. We have our two tirages by Diane Townsend, which, by the way, I've been loving my Diane Townsend set, my landscape set that I stuck in that Hillman box. Oh, I don't know if that video is going to be released yet. I don't know what order I scheduled them to be released, so you might see this before the Hillman box review, and you might see this after this. So this is a Schminke Cobalt Turquoise. Okay, so let's just take a look at this range that they put together for me real quick. And I will move everything up. Now look at that range. What a beautiful range of colors. There we go. That's better, right? I really wanted you to be like in here. So along with all these darks that I swatched out, and I decided that they didn't represent the brand well enough, we have our all of the lighter turquoises to go over as well. So, oh, and we have our pencils. So that's our unboxing video for today. Now that I have all of this stuff, I can start the review. I can release the history video. I can do the book video whenever. I don't know, guys. Let me know, like, comment below and let me know if you like really need the book video before like the side-by-side comparison and information on all the brands of pastels. You saw the Henry Rocher review, but the Henry Rochers are going to be included in this pastel intensive informational workshop. And that's pretty much it for this video. I like just quickly unboxed everything and wanted to show you. Now for the Terry Ludwigs, I have quite a few sets coming my way. We will be doing them individually. So I will explain Terry Ludwig to you in this review in detail, and then I will show you some of the sets that Terry Ludwig makes, maybe even one later today if it comes in the mail pretty soon. Okay, well, I hope you are looking forward to this pastel informational intensive review. Now this review, just to be clear, is not so much about how to use pastels and pastels techniques. We'll get there. This is a side-by-side brand comparison and information about the brand, what country they're from, how many pastels are in their line, how much does a set cost, how much does a single pastel cost. So if you're new, or if you're looking at buying a new brand of pastels, or you're just wondering like what is out there, like maybe you have a brand of Rembrandts like I did in the beginning and you're like, I want to upgrade, what's out there? This is the series for you. So we're going to go over everything that's on the market, including Henry Rochers and some house brands like Jackson's and Dick Blick's artist grade soft pastel. So I want to thank April at Dakota Pastels for being so lovely and for helping me with all of this. So I hope this unboxing gets you excited for the series that is coming up. As always, I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you watch this video, and I will see you soon.